Welcome to Ford Fox College Hoops pregame, sponsored by Ford. Go further. Central Lake Center in Omaha, Nebraska. We're ready for Big East basketball as the Georgetown Hoyas coming to town to take on the red-hot Creighton Bluejays. And a look at the standings in the Big East. Creighton on top. They beat Villanova on Monday. Their only loss to Providence. Meanwhile, Georgetown trying to snap a three-game skid coming in to Omaha. Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson along with the governor, Coach Bill Raftery, and welcome to Omaha, Nebraska. Coach, I tell you, this Creighton team is playing excellent basketball. Georgetown trying to reverse their fortunes a bit.
I know you're a big dancer.
Yes.
It's all about tempo and rhythm, and Georgetown better sees both because this team is prolific in the open floor. We were shell-shocked at Villanova. Extraordinary performance.
All right, so coming up, it's Georgetown and Creighton meeting for only the second time. We'll have it for you from CenturyLink Center here in Omaha, Nebraska, right after this. Welcome back, Gus Johnson and Bill Raftery. A look at the starting lineups.
When you're down bodies, you need somebody to step up, maybe Hopkins or Cameron, and counter that. Get out on these deep shooters. They can knock them down. Get back on D and control the game if you're Georgetown.
Terrific officiating crew. Eddie Corbett, Jeffrey Anderson, and Tom Eads. This is the second time these two schools have met. Creighton won the only other matchup 80-79 in 1970.
Gus Johnson right now. Oh, he's good. Minute. Pick and pop. A lot of movement.
Creighton beat Villanova 96-68 on Monday in Philly. Here's McDermott in the hole. Ethan Wragge hit his first 7 threes.
A little nickel-dimer there by Hopkins reaching in on that switch, and that's what McDermott makes you do.
John Thompson III, son of legendary Georgetown head coach John Thompson Jr. 25-7 last year, 14-4 in the Big East. They lost to Syracuse in overtime in the Big East title game. They've lost 3 in a row, a heartbreaker in their last game against Marquette.
Like father, like son, huh? 20 wins, 7 of his 9 years there. A little 2-3 on the inbounds. They screen this, great ball movement, high-low. The range is extraordinary. He really dragged the zone out.
Chapman, good drive, get inside. The floater rims off, ball bats around, finally picked up by Smith-Rivera.
Guards have to have a big-time game for Georgetown. Rivera and Starks, and this guy could help the cause.
Oh! In and out. Chapman. Slicing. In traffic.
Dangerous early.
Malaga.
Nice rebound. And Lubick.
Hoyas lost to Marquette in overtime, 80-72 on Monday in D.C. Markel Stark scored a career-high 28 points. Smith-Rivera had 24. But the Hoyas lost their third straight. They led 60-53 with 3 minutes to go.
Nice little back cut, but saved by Rivera. Tough shot.
And hits.
He can make those, though. In traffic, takes hits, finishes at the rim, and some range.
He's their leading scorer at 19 a game. McDermott off the bounce, kicks. Wragge has that one blocked.
Unselfish. Thought McDermott should have gone right to the rim. Nice run out by Hopkins. We're going to switch the call here.
Greg McDermott, 0-1 versus Georgetown. John Thompson III, McDermott's Northern Iowa team, lost to the Hoyas 54-49 in the first round of the 2006 NCAA tournament. His team, though, red hot. They've won 11 of their last 12, and 10 of those were wins by double figures.
Now, we always talk offense. He's proudest of their defense. Pretty solid. They drag you along on offense, so you got to score against this team.
McDermott posting now. Quick release. Air ball. Smith-Rivera with a rebound.
Good shots. Get your defensive transition. Be patient on this end.
Inside. No call. Looks like that should have been a whistle. Cameron got bumped.
Yeah, one of those guys that likes his offense. They got the shot clock, I think. Reset, and don't believe it hit the rim. You get the feeling Creighton's a little bit pumped, don't you?
Yes. Well, folks, this is Creighton versus Cancer weekend, part of the nationwide Coaches versus Cancer event. So they're having what they call a pink out. That's why Coach and I have pink ties.
Great thought. Of course, both coaches have been impacted. Of course, we were fortunate enough for the clothing and sportswear of Jerry Ryan taking care of both of us. Although I'm going to send him a little something, I think. How about you?
You send it for me.
But a great gesture. You know, both coaches about 7 years ago, this terrible disease impacted on both of their lives with their wives, and closeness developed between these two head coaches. So this is the one where I don't believe it did hit the rim. Nice defense by Raggi. I'm convinced we should start putting the hood over there, just like you have for your
That's right, in the NFL,
games.
yeah.
I'm so tired of looking at the derriere.
John Thompson III said, hey, we are going through a little skid, but we have to continue to play hard and tough. He said that he may alter his strategy, similar to what Ed Cooley did when Providence beat Creighton at Providence.
The speed of the game, making sure you use the clock, ball reversal. A lot of adjustments. Josh Smith not going to be eligible. Trowick with that jaw injury, so they've had some impact. It's been very tough to deal with.
Now Lubick, who's playing with a broken nose, didn't miss a game. Cameron, pick and roll.
A lot of softness on certain shooters. Lubick being one, Hopkins the other. Get out on him now.
Starks continues to shoot the ball well after that 28-point performance against Marquette.
These two guards are premier. They are sensational.
And a foul coming up against the Hoyas.
Lubick maybe on the cut, little chuck.
Second team foul against Georgetown. Lubick picks up his first. Nice inside McDermott,
easy, just cross screen. You got to face the ball to the corner. That's an easy pass at the rim. Inbound defenders got to do a better job.
Now Cameron, deep three. Lubick swooping in and grabbing the rebound. Starks. Ripped down by Chapman.
Trying to stop the ball and still get back.
Dingman feeding McDermott. Now Dougie getting busy.
Away. You like that move, don't you?
I like him. He jumps off that one leg, Dirk Nowitzki style. Hopkins bumping, grinding, jump hook, short.
Well, this is the first 4 minutes without a point. Well, that's his range.
Georgetown doing a nice job
contesting
his shots to start this game.
They're picking him up at half court, matching up, going on the shooters on the wings as well. And this is the end that's important. Get a good shot. That way you're ready for the transition D.
Cameron. Now Smith Rivera. Rising fire. Chapman in transition. Quick release. Dougie Fred.
There you go. It's only a matter of time. The Mac drills one.
Smith Rivera, foul from behind. Good call. Looks like Maniga may have gotten his elbow.
Well, the big fellow, a little bit of a struggle early, but instead of going to the rim, veer out right on that sideline. Unbelievable range. They have the ability to push it, feature with the dribble, or find Mr. McBuckets drilling it. Nylon in Omaha, Peyton.
Tied up at 5, 15-19 to play here in the first half. And Creighton versus Cancer weekend, part of the nationwide Coaches versus Cancer event, and it's very close to the hearts of many here in Omaha, especially Coach McDermott. That's his wife, Teresa, who was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2005, had treatment and surgery, and is nearly 7 years cancer-free. Also, Coach Thompson's wife, Monica, is a breast cancer survivor. These two coaches, because of this terrible disease, are very close to each other. Smith Rivera off the heel. Broggy rips it.
Can't give him those looks, though. Normally converts. Here's the early.
There's Brooks off the bench. Very nice backup guard.
Well, they can beat you with the bounce.
Brooks, there he is. Gets to the hole.
I'll tell you what, he owns the lane. This kid brings a big spark, individual play to complement their excellent passing and ball movement.
7-0 run for Creighton. Georgetown, though, they're getting good looks.
They are. Now watch, they're not playing movement. They're not playing hot. Look at the jam in the lane. So the guards are going to have to, I think, use the screen and turn the corner and get a good open jump shot.
Backdoor.
Nice cut. Good help. Broggy. Now, you like this guy's moves. His maneuvers, his ability to beat people off the bounce. Just excellent understanding of when to go and learning the game, too. A lot of experience in the backcourt. That is terrific. Little bop at a little guy.
Isaiah Zierden checks in. He's another spot-up shooter for Creighton. There's number 21.
If you can't shoot, don't go out there. This team.
Dermott, hesitation, gets to the hole, double clutch.
A nice job collectively at the rim. You can see seizing control of the clock a little bit each trip unless something real good is available early.
Move it, mid-range jump shot.
Brooks, give it up. Too late. Too late. That's inexperience right there.
Where are you supposed to give that up?
I should have given it up almost at half court.
Okay.
You lead the man. You don't pass it to him. That's everything on a break. Boy, you get an opportunity like that, you got to take advantage. That's part of the learning process. You know, he's used to having the ball, keeping it, and making the final decision a little later.
Starks. Hopkins. And a blocking foul. Broggy trying to step in and take a charge.
Well, that was a big call today, wasn't it? At the end of that Marquette-Villanova game, regulation block charge.
And tomorrow, Fox College Hoops returns with the Pac-12 battle between Utah and number 1 Arizona. With coverage beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on Fox Sports 1.
You can see the philosophy, not playing Hopkins away from the rim or Lubick. So it puts a lot of pressure. I would use them to screen a little bit more, Gus, because if there's no help there, these guards are very good with the mid-range game.
So Hopkins at the line.
A good rotation now. Ayegba now, and the one foul on Hopkins. Rest him a little. Ayegba, pretty good force on this defensive end. Martino to match up with him.
Dermott slicing down the lane again. Left hand, no. Oh! That went down hard on his elbow.
Goodness.
And that's the last thing Coach Thompson would need is another injury. This team is banged up. Trowick out with a broken jaw.
Well, they are doing a great job collectively around the rim on drives, though. Fortunately, he is okay. Just shaking it off, but 2 on the ball. Boy, that was some resounding thud. Now, the one thing you notice, Gus, without Gibbs, the timing of post passing to become is not as good. Nice pass.
Martino, point-blank range, just couldn't get it to stay down. I like the way the Hoyas are fighting.
And Ayegba got a piece of that, really threw Martino off. See how they jam it up now? You've got to be a screener for Starks. Rosa's got to part the way for him.
Ayegba not a threat to shoot from there. Lubick.
Nice
Back door.
pass. That's his game.
Rivera. Turnaround jump shot. Rims off. Ball tipped around. And the smallest man on the floor comes out with it. Here's Chapman. Cross court. McDermott. Deep jump shot.
What I love about him, he thinks everything's going in.
That's right. But the Hoyas are defending him.
Yes, they're getting up as close as they can and still getting to the rim and stopping penetration, too. Very difficult to do. The numbers favor Georgetown. No scoring.
Runner by Starks. Ball just not going down for the Hoyas. McDermott.
That's what they do best. Cross court.
Top of the arc. Chapman.
Every day is a new day, isn't
That's
it?
right. Every day, coach, is a new day.
You never know what can happen. Fans getting restless. And Georgetown in control. JT3 well prepared early.
Inside Lubin. Can't hold on. Squeeze it.
Gotta do it. Let's put his hands together.
Brooks in the corner. Zerden.
Well, they are feeling in this house.
Creighton 3 for 15 to start. Georgetown 2 for 12.
And look how they back off with Artino. Use the screen.
And a foul. 10:55 to play. Georgetown hanging right with Creighton, 7-6. And welcome back to College Hoops, presentation of Big East basketball, brought to you by New York Life Insurance Company. Low-scoring affair so far, 7-6. Creighton on top of Georgetown. Now, earlier tonight, Ethan Raggi was given a commemorative basketball for scoring his 1,000th point. Remember, he's coming off that 27-point game. Tied Kyle Korver's record against Villanova with 9 made threes. But he learned how to shoot from his mom. Carrie was a pure shooter. She scored 1,779 points at NAIA Midland Lutheran. By the way, the school quarterback happened to be Ethan's dad. And there she is. And I talked to Ethan before the game. He was the first man on the court. And I said, well, where'd you learn how to shoot your jump shot? He was like, well, my dad tries to teach me, but it's really my mom. She goes over my stuff every day.
Isn't that great? I don't think she ever envisioned his range, do you? It was appropriate the presentation was at half court because that's his range.
That is his range. He said it was an unbelievable feeling, Coach. After he hit his first shot against Villanova on Monday, he just knew that when he got it, he could score.
Nice double. What a find. It was scintillating, extraordinary. Everybody in basketball I spoke to, they've never seen anything like that.
Inside. Agba. Raggi and McDermott off to a slow start compared to the Villanova game. Remember, Raggi hit his first 7 threes. He was 8 of 10 from the three-point line in the first half. No points. McDermott with 5.
You learn from every game as he gets a little bit of a rest, and I think watching the Villanova game, JT3 decided, look, we've got to make sure we balance the floor, pick them up early, and on the other end, be patient. Ball reversal.
Maniga inside. Martino shows it, dips, and travels.
He does have some game, but they've been struggling deep. How about this? Jay Wright's somewhere watching this saying, is that the same team that was in Philly? And you know, Gus, they had played there in the NCAA tournament. They were comfortable in that building the other night.
Jay Wright's Wildcats bouncing back today.
Oh, big win for them. Marquette, still to be nice cut. Still to be heard from, I think. Marquette's going to finish this year big. There's that screen.
10 to shoot. Smith Rivera, baseline pull-up, and gets the roll.
Fortuitous. Starks on selfish with that dish.
Brooks throwing it out of bounds. Third turnover for Creighton. McDermott back in. Martino will take a seat. Now Chapman off the bench. He'll replace Brooks.
Big thing is valuing the ball. And just see a little chat by the coach. They do not like, no one likes to turn the ball over, no question about it. It's 10 a game with this team. He'll take that, Cameron, and he can make it. He's just got to develop that sense of confidence and urgency. He could really help this team. They need somebody else to ring the bell from outside.
Reggie Cameron. Skip pass, Rocky, good look. Count.
There you go. That's the guy we got to know and love. Not so much for the opponents, though.
They've got the three-point signs waving in the air.
You just can't lose contact with that guy.
Smith Rivera pick and roll. Hopkins, bam!
That's the way to go. Use the screen. You can either get a look on the big fella, looming large at that 10. Nice roll on the empty side. Well-designed play.
Ball deflected. McDermott. No space on the perimeter for these Blue Jays. Georgetown digging in.
Playing great D.
Nice. I'm sure Big John is watching this game and he's happy with what he's seeing.
Well, they always attach the bodies right on people.
Foul on the floor.
A small change by Devontae Smith Rivera. The one thing we talked about is their ability to cross court. You just can't help off that guy. Beard and all. Recognition important, and I just love this little kind of a play. With the little screen, the empty side, nobody there to help. The big fella sending it in, solid.
Georgetown up 3 on the road. Under 8 to play. Back after this. All right, let's take a look at our DirecTV game summary.
Smith Rivera, so important that he have a big game. They're struggling with the field goal position with Doug McDermott. Pretty quiet, the two mainstays deep. And that's all attributable to controlling the tempo by Georgetown, getting back, being solid in transition, hurrying the shots a little bit, that forcing Creighton to hurry him a little bit.
I love the energy, especially on the defensive end that Georgetown's playing with to start this game.
Oh, very aggressive and well-schooled and prepared, and just bounce back. Good attitude. The tradition is so rich there, you knew that they were going to perform.
So Dingman, inbounded on the baseline. Bragi, Chapman, Maniga, McDermott.
Eddie Corbett doing a little cleanup. Doesn't do much around the house. Might as well do it here.
I tell you, these kids, before the game, those ball boys, they have some heck of a 3-on-3 games. They can play.
He wanted to get into them, I think, a little bit.
McDermott roaming the baseline.
Little switch here, just on the inbounds, 2-3 zone. Good ball from the center. They do flash. Oh boy, they really do move the ball well. Look how far you have to come out and play the various three-point shooting. Not far enough with him. Wow. You can't leave him. Whew.
And that's Rocky's 300th career three-pointer. Only Kyle Korver has more in Creighton history.
Bowen in the game, didn't concentrate. A little lapse cost you.
Game tied at 13. Georgetown looking for their offense. That man can provide it as he drills.
So many things he can do well. Great control, strength, range.
Chapman inside. Gets his own rebound and puts it back in.
And that's what the dribble did. It forced Starks real wide and able to get a check out on the shooter.
Hopkins. Bowen off the dribble with the left hand, up high, no.
30. I don't know why you used the glass on that, right at the rib. They're doing a nice job on defense on Big Mac. They're forcing time to elapse here.
Dermott got his man in the air, cut off. Now he wants it in the post. Kingman deep, partially deflected. Loose ball, and we're still right here.
Well, I love the energy with both teams. You make a mistake, you pay for a great ball movement and just not getting out on a guy who you just can't leave alone. Right here, he's just pointing, misdirecting, and all of a sudden, Rocky nails it.
New shot clock for Creighton. Dermott backtracking. Get it to Manigat to start the offense. Georgetown's played zone. Looks like they're in the man-to-man now.
I love how they're pumped on defense, Gus. They're in gear. They're accepting the challenge.
Dermott making him work hard. Spinning baseline side and power.
A nice help besides. Bowen, a terrific D, got beaten. Good assistance. Didn't let the ball get up on the glass.
Georgetown foul on number 23, Creighton Bluejays. That's his first. 15 foul. To the free throw line for the Bluejays. Number 3, Dermott, shooting 2.
So Bowen picks up his first. McDermott. Three things you want to know about McDermott.
How about this? The Omaha Steak? We had one. Did you?
Oh, I haven't had one of those. No, we had one yesterday.
So look at the dinner guest, boy.
Ben Stiller.
Doesn't have high aspirations.
Wow,
does it?
look at that.
That's you.
Me.
Well, he finds out you don't go for zoo, though. That really does guard well.
Cameron, deep. Nice rebound by Kingman.
And look at the corners spread. Ball not moving.
Inside Chapman. Driving, pumping, left hand. Rubin can't hold on. McDermott with it. Wait a minute. And a foul.
I think Bowen. Nice job by Lubick. Just didn't seal the deal defensively without fouling. For 2 to Bowen. The right here, you can see Lubick doesn't foul, but he just don't come up with the rebound and tenaciously getting after it. Particularly Chapman initially.
I don't know, Coach. Looked like Bowen got hit in the nose and was called for a foul. Veteran official Eddie Corbett.
Could have been earlier, maybe. Maybe the flail at the end got him. See, back to man, though. Usually they go zone on the inbounds. Pick and pop.
Rocky again.
Ooh. And he gets fouled for 3.
Wow.
Well, that's the danger area. As a coach, you say, look, get on him on the catch. But occasionally your closeout brings that momentum forward against an extraordinary, adept, deep guy.
Ethan Rocky at the line. On the season, he's shooting 50% from the three-point line. He's a 79% free throw shooter. He's just the first. A couple of things you want to know about the triple major that loves to shoot threes. Look who he wants to go to dinner with. He better get his meal money together.
I can learn something about shooting the ball, maybe. They know how to sell us, don't they?
Yes.
And they've done it.
That's our producer, Steve Shear, trying to make us look good. Very hard to do.
Later in the year, they're going to have a Rocky look-alike with the beard. Be interesting.
Creighton taking a 19-15 lead. Rocky has 9. And here come the fans. On pink out night in Omaha.
Well, this kind of tempo really helps the Georgetown guards. They won't get fatigued either.
Starks got to look for his offense. Chapman. That Brooks to Roger. In the gym, range, Ethan Rodgers. 4:24 to go. Took him a while, but Rodgers dialing it up. And the biggest Super Bowl week ever is coming to Fox Sports 1 with huge matchups. Fox Super Bowl Daily live from Times Square. Epic fights and a special edition of Fox Sports Live. Super Bowl week is only on America's new sports network, Fox Sports 1, and it begins Monday.
This kid just lights it up. People on the edge of their seat when he touches the ball, no matter where he is on the floor. Big time delivery, and I love the follow through. What an example for young players. Lets it linger. Not to rub it in, but for emphasis.
Raggi. And Creighton on a 15-4 run. Raggi with 12 of the 15 points.
Now, this is a big trip right now. Just to stay close, in contact. Don't be in a hurry.
Starks trying to split. Whoops. Inside, Hopkins can't lay it down.
Gotta finish that one around the rim.
Brooks driving, dumps it off. Artino. Georgetown in a dangerous area now.
A nice screen. The Sluffing D has really got them jammed up. Not enough weapons up front unless you go to the rim. Nah, way to go, Hopkins. Put it on the deck and challenge.
Hopkins has 5. Brooks turns the corner. Artino again.
Kid's got some talent. He's gonna have a big year next year.
26-17.
Hopkins, last trip, did a nice job screening and getting to the rim as well, and a bang on the shot. Chapman.
The Starks will go to the line. Creighton, though, trying to figure out this tenacious Georgetown defense. Blue Jays on top 26-19.
I'm Ryan Field here in our College Hoop studio in LA. Coming up at the half, Marquette took number 4 Villanova to OT, but could they hang on for the upset? Plus, a tight one in the Big Ten. Michigan and Michigan State battle in East Lansing. Now back to Omaha and Gus and Rack.
All right, Ryan, thank you very much. How about Michigan? Nice win over Iowa earlier this week. Michigan State beating Indiana.
You're always in danger in a game in a building like this, alive with talented performers, and a big basket just to stay in touch. Starks using the bump at the foul line. Lubick available. But right here, a three-point opportunity makes the 2 steps to the line. And that was essential, I think, to retain composure, have the kids believe when they come into the huddle that what we're trying to do is control this score. And they are right there. 2:59 left.
Starks will shoot 1. Starks had that big 28-point game in their loss to Marquette. He was 10 of 21 from the field, 4 of 8 from the three-point line.
That is a really highly respected backcourt, no question about it. Just getting some punch up front as they progress, so essential.
And he completes the three-point play.
Gets a little bit of a blow. Caprio in now.
Starks has 6. 6-point game.
There's a high-low exchange. Artino.
Brooks exploding to the basket, left hand floating.
Well, that was big time, that delivery. Not necessarily the speed to get by, but the decision with the offhand. Woo.
Brooks with the St. Raymond's in New York. Ended up going to junior college. He found his way to Omaha, Nebraska. Hopkins, big box. Nice.
I like that. That's what he can do. And he does have a little hook around the rim as well. They need him to deliver.
Brooks again, in and out. Nice speed. Martino.
Well, they make you switch people. Caprio gets caught underneath. Great use of the body on the roll to the rim, but just understanding here the distance. Never able to turn the guy once, and that's a dilemma. But Hopkins, a guy that could give them a nice run coming down the stretch of the season now if he starts performing that offensive end. 32% field goal. Free throw, he struggles.
And a book on Artino.
Well, there is a will, huh? He's getting better, and he's working at it. He's a nice soft touch around the rim. His defense big and in the right spot at the other end. Pretty athletic around the rim too, Gus. I know that's the high rent district for you. You don't get up there too often.
Where's that?
Above the rim.
Oh. You're absolutely right about that. Bowen, high arcing jump shot. Lubick keeps it alive, grabs it. Inside, jump hook. Tapped around. Iagba, no. Chapman, numbers. Chapman down the lane and a whistle.
Well, Georgetown's really doing a great job aggressively on the glass, and even there getting back. They shadowed McDermott because they love that slapback jumper. And they did foul at the end of it, but that's what you want. Transition D and identify. I guess it's interesting to watch Creighton. The two best defenders are the guards, and the two best offensive players for Georgetown are the guards as well.
Bowen,
Nice
backdoor, start, reverse layup, no.
I believe Lubick with the reach in. Number 2, I believe.
That is his second. And that is the 10th team foul against Georgetown. So it looks like McDermott will shoot free throws. 2 shots. McDermott, who averages 25, just one of Creighton's last 26 points. What's the book on Dougie Fresh?
He's great at screening and moving. His slip is showing. He get in trouble in public. Rim to rim, runs the floor great. Beg for that basketball. And has you for breakfast, either the low box or outside. With the deep 3.
Largest lead of the game now for Creighton. Smith Rivera hopping down the lane.
Tough shots. Under duress as well. Jordan should have picked it up a little sooner.
And a whistle. It might be an offensive foul against Artino screening.
You got it, guys.
Now Rogge ready to check back in.
Artino thought he was going out, but you can just see here the little slide by, and you got to be perfectly still. The correct call and unnecessary. Having a little clinic over there.
A minute to go in the first half. Iagba.
sloppy defense takes away the back touch, too. A little nickel dimer. Maybe dingman. You might call that a dinger.
No doubt about it. Good call, though. Based on the new rules in college basketball.
Absolutely.
16 fouls against Creighton.
Crowd doesn't like the nickel dimers.
With Rivera.
They're playing great defense.
No one's got a hit one.
Here's the guy you don't want to leave open. Good switch. He should take him down with the dribble.
Hoyas look a little confused on this possession. 10 to shoot. They swing it. Bowen. Starks. Driving. Oh, beautiful job.
Taking on the front line.
So strong.
Oh, showed some physical presence.
Shot clock turned off. Game clock at 8. Brooks been able to get to the basket. And a whistle and foul. Iagbo pick up his second with 5.9 to go.
Creighton really too quick in their offense. A lot of dribble driving, not running their stuff. Can always get that a little bit later. A little early challenge against Georgetown. But I think they have played such good defense, it does rattle you.
This kid, we were with some of the coaches last night at dinner. And this kid Brooks from Harlem was basically found. He didn't really take school seriously when he was at St. Ray's. He was found in a city tournament. Had a chance to go to junior college. Did well there. To allow him to come to Creighton. Coaches like him.
Oh, they love him because they think he's got one of the guys that can really beat you and be creative. It complements their great range and stretching the D.
Starks, desperation, left hand.
Oh, they were saying Lubik's hand was in it. I don't know if that was going to go in, but how about Starks showing me something? Last 2 plays showing that big-time ticker. We all know he possesses.
And that'll be the end of the first half with the score. Creighton 34, Georgetown 24. You're watching College Hoops on Fox Sports 1. Welcome back, ready to start the second half. Creighton up by 10 over Georgetown. Gus Johnson and Coach Raff. Coach, Georgetown had opportunities in that first half. They played excellent defense, got great looks, just couldn't convert.
I love their energy. They were attacked, great on defense, but you're right, not making particularly the layups around the rim, but those guards really have to step up this half, I think, for Georgetown, particularly the first 4 minutes.
Hopkins in that first half did a nice job getting to the basket for the Hoyas.
Well, you need somebody else besides the guards to do some damage. And McHale, very good attacking the rim, nice little empty side, ball screen, and just good aggressive nature by the big fella. And how about this guy? Out, home on the range, I guess. Distance, no problem. Unerring. And how about the key performers? And think of this as we look at McDermott. The last 11 minutes, he hasn't had a field goal. They went from tied to 10 ahead. It tells you they're more than just Dougie McBuckets, huh?
Yep. Look at Rogge. Can you give me a little Andrew Luck there when he shaves that thing off?
All right.
A little bit.
I don't know if he's got that touch over the linebackers that you need. Check these numbers out, Gustavo. 3-point. No question, Creighton can really ring the bell. Getting to the free throw line, major issue. The beginning, important for Georgetown right now. Goes to bench points as they rotate people. Advantage, the Blue Jays.
Start the second half, Georgetown with the basketball. Stark, Smith, Rivera, Lubick, Hopkins, as well as Cameron.
Button hook by Lubick.
Lubick, nice offensive rebound. The kick, Cameron, wide open.
Well, that's
and he gets a roll.
That's a Verizon center roll. And Lubick with a good kick out. So advantageous. Offensive rebound and the find to deliver.
Reggie Cameron has hit 2 threes. He has 6 points. Inside, McDermott weaving his way to the basket. No. Ball squirts out, picked up by Dingman. Chapman, Maniga, Rogge, Dingman, McDermott.
See if they get a little sink in their offense, a little over speeding late in that half. Nice screen by McDermott. Easy. Maniga.
Jahen's Maniga with his first basket of the game. Smith Rivera, nice fake. 14-foot leader.
Get a better one.
Chapman the other way. Maniga 3. Uh-oh.
That's when you're in trouble. The slap back, Jack. Everybody gets back. You don't identify. Right now, Hoyas on the ropes. Got to get a good one.
You said, Coach, first 3 or 4 minutes of this second half, pivotal for Georgetown.
Absolutely. This is a great venue with a talented team that can really deliver the punch.
Cameron on the baseline.
Ooh, how about that? Nice start for him.
Reggie, 6'7" from Hackensack, New Jersey. That's your area.
Jersey, yeah. Mike Fratello's area, too. The Czar. Does he went to Hudson Catholic? Mike County? I don't know if you'd make it in Hudson County. You got to be tough.
Too tough. Detroit, no chance.
How about this little hold off now? You got to love it. Just the ability to seal his man, and it opens up a little left. Proof. You got to use both. A little French delivery. Johan. Button hook.
Gilbert draws a double team. Patient with the ball. Smith Rivera asked open, wide open 3 rather.
Accidental on McDermott by Lubbock.
Maniga, Dingman, wide open. He's short on it.
They were working with that yesterday. Good shooter, but struggling a little bit.
Cameron again.
I think the big guy, Mikhail. Rivera, excuse me. Number 2.
Smith Rivera, 2 fouls. Austin Chapman from the Colony, Texas. Walk it up the floor.
Cross screen and down screen.
McDermott posting up inside. He wants it. Chapman. Dingman again in the corner.
You like that, you like that, don't you? Kid willing to, I know I pulled it the last time. No conscience, very important for a shooter.
Hopkins, great move and 1.
Nice punch, right?
Yep.
That helps everybody else if he can do that. Post up, little disadvantage. Rocky having to play bigger. Not as comfortable defensively in there, and nobody came. They frequently will double that box.
Hopkins out of DeMatha High School in Hyattsville, Maryland. Legendary Gordon Wheaton.
You were working down there, going to school maybe, right? A few years ago. Followed that program.
Dermott, step back. Now Starks. Pull up jump shot in transition off the heel. Hopkins with a rebound. New shot clock for Georgetown.
Oh, that's twice now. He was ready to. They got an inside foul. Rogge, I think, trying to move Hopkins out. Would you agree? Twice Rivera had a look and just sort of hesitated. They needed to be more offensive minded. Right there, I think he may have felt the reaction. Manigat would have closed out, maybe gotten a piece of it.
Third foul on Rogge. He'll sit. Artino, early substitute in the second half. And Hand off and a foul on Chapman. Fans not fond of the call by Eddie Corbett. Second foul on Chapman.
Really nothing he can do to call it, though. When you think of it. But we're not clad in the pink entirely.
Hoyas trying to whittle away at this Creighton lead. They've led by as many as 13.
Very few back cuts because of the sagging D. Going to be screened in for a shot or a drive.
Eight to shoot. Bowen driving. Oh, jump hook. And goes.
How about that, huh? Great poise in the lane.
His first bucket. Chapman has it poked away.
Watch it. And a foul on Starks, I think. Two tough guys going after that loose ball.
All right, thank you very much. How about Michigan? They beat Iowa, ranked 10th. Iowa beating Northwestern today on the road, and then they win in East Lansing. I know Coach Izzo's Spartans have some injuries, but I tell you what, John Beilein is just a wonderful basketball player.
Because you spent a lot of time with him in West Virginia. Stauskas playing great, and no Mitch McGarry.
That brings us to our Lexus playbook.
Well, hold on, Gus. See if we can learn something. Not by me, but what these kids are able to do. This is interesting with the little jumble, and on the dribble drive, the help just cost. Look at the collapsing here. And after the coach said, how could you leave him alone? Well, it's the use of the dribble. Everybody thinks they've got to help and assist. Over a help is one of the major issues defensively for a lot of coaches. And wisely, digging them home from deep.
And Coach, why would a team help on penetration when they know that on the perimeter there are just a number of three-point shooters? Wouldn't you rather take a little guy going inside?
Give him two. I think it's a natural reaction for it anyway, don't you?
Okay.
You always want to help, help and recover. I think what guys do is they help too much, open up, and now you can't. Just a hand is all you may need to deter the penetration.
Doug McDermott, who averages 25, started 2 for 3. Since then, he's 0 for 6. No field goals in 15 minutes and 28 seconds.
Nice high-low.
Martino.
Good.
Oh, nice block.
Tell you, he's playing. He's stepping it up. McCann. Hallelujah.
Quick no call by the officials. Looks like he got all ball. Smith Rivera, he's got to get his offense going. They need him.
And I can know when he's really just thinking, attacking.
Hopkins, he's been good down here. Drop step, jump hook, got it.
How about that? Little duck, and our team has got to do his homework earlier.
7-0 run for Georgetown. Chapman. Oh, Artino with the foul.
And that's what dribble drive does. It opens it up for others if you miss. A nice rearrangement by the big fella.
8 points for Artino off the bench. Now Starks. Inside Hopkins on the other box now.
They're going to have to end up doubling him the way he's playing. They got steps. Well, where there's a will, there's a way. And just don't stand and count the house. Take you a long time here. But the dribble drive brings 2. And Artino, major elevation. He controls tempo too.
The lob. Artino, reverse layup, good. His kid can play some ball.
Well, he can. He's a nice-looking prospect. But the little guy, the choreographer, Chapman, on the money with that delivery.
Starks in the corner.
Now you would have had that one out.
Hopkins draws a double this time. Nice pass. Bowen. Smith Rivera driving, tight roping. Short. And a foul.
Well, that was the show of strength. I don't know how Rivera got in there and gets his hand up, but Right here, there's that little screen they run, and it's just beautiful basketball. Screen the two top guys, and they saw this run by Kansas and put it in their playbook here. Greg McDermott, it's a tough play because you screen outward with the little guy, then you step up in the center spot and you find the home run hitter.
Coach, what's the book on Smith Rivera?
You know, he can make the threes and the offensive flows, then it gets him going. He gets to that free throw line, over 5 a game. And of course, this tough combo, something to high regard and esteem. Tough duo. They really play off one another. He and Starks.
He's got 8. He leads him in scoring at 19 a game.
McDermott much busier.
Gangman has an offensive foul. Oh, they call a block. He must have been in the no charging zone. Lubick. Now Monday, Big East basketball presented by New York Life Insurance Company returns as 4th-ranked Villanova takes on these Georgetown Hoyas. Coverage begins Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on Fox Sports 1.
Big win for the Cats up at Marquette. Nice bounce back game for them.
Lead back up to 10. Dingman with 5.
Spin dictates a back cut and a button hook.
Starks, baseline pull-up.
Big time. Big time.
Starks has 10 of his own. Now Brooks back in. Running a show. Crosses over.
Oh! Well, that's the magic. He is one of those kids that is charmed in that 3-second lane off the bounce.
Smith Rivera. Stop and start. Muscles his way inside off the heel. Brooks in the open court. That's where he likes it. Now McDermott. Been quiet.
They do a good job of using this guy when he's got that post up. How about that footwork? Drive you left. A little pirouette. Undeterred at the 10. Brooks with the post pass.
And timeout call by the Hoyas. McDermott with 10.
Now you get a kick out of this kid. Why not? Little body search, the ability to kiss it home, and the All-American drop step, finish, convert.
And tonight, don't miss Fox Sports Live as Jay and Dan bring you all the highlights from a full day of college basketball, the NBA, and the NHL. Fox Sports Live is tonight after Supercross, only on Fox Sports 1. Time for our AT&T Impossible feat. In the 1980s, the Georgetown Hoyas were very familiar with the late rounds of the NCAA tournament, but it was the 1984 team that did something no other Hoyas team did. No other Hoyas team has done, led by Coach John Thompson and tournament MVP Patrick Ewing. The 84 Hoyas won the national title, still the only championship in school history.
Yeah, that's interesting, by the way. We were wondering what Rivera's not really playing that well. John was just talking to him. I don't know if he went off the floor, if he's still there. He's a little off his game. I'm wondering if he's not healthy.
Caprio comes in. Hopkins, Starks, top of the key. Hopkins keeps it alive. Caprio with a rebound.
I thought Starks is a gamer, though. That was in and out, but this kid's made some nice movements in this game. No back cuts.
Hopkins a three.
Once in a while. A little bit.
And Creighton will get it back again. Lubick called for the foul. His fourth, 52-40. Creighton under 11 to go here in Omaha, Nebraska. This presentation of Big East basketball brought to you by New York Life Insurance Company. 52-40. Creighton on top of Georgetown with 10:57 to play in the second. And you like the way the big boy is playing tonight.
Well, the kid's ridiculous in the way he runs. I mean, a little duck-like when it comes to rearranging to being in the right spot and around the rim. Extremely athletic, and you check that out. Hopkins done some good things. He's made 2 of 7 threes. Tried one here tonight. Starks just great heart tonight. And I think Rivera is a little off his game, and I'm wondering if he's healthy enough. Or right here, you can see John just talking to him. Are you okay? And holding his side a little bit. And you never know. You had said to me, you never know with kids.
That's right.
What he feels like or what they're going through. And you could see he wasn't catching and really attacking as you normally see with his play.
So Creighton's Brooks will bring it up. Dingman, Maniga, McDermott, Artino.
Nice shot by Hopkins, trailing. McDermott, who really punishes you. Good steps, yep.
6th turnover for Creighton.
You know, when you watch this team, and Greg knows, without Gibbs in the lineup, the ball does not get to McDermott when he is free as easily. The timing not quite the same, so they're going to have to suffer for a couple more weeks without Greg.
Starks in traffic, strip, Artino ahead, Dingman to the bucket.
Hopefully he's okay. And Bowen really gives you hustle, Gus. He didn't give up on that play. Tremendous effort.
So Avery Dingman made his first collegiate start on January 12th against Xavier, replacing Grant Gibbs. Good three-point shooter, career 38, almost 39%. There's Gibbs.
Now he's diagramming plays. He wants to take over.
He's got a future.
Chatting with him. Yeah, there he is, calling the plays. Chatting with him yesterday. McDermott hollowed over. What are you two old guys doing here? Very nasty.
And Hopkins takes his eyes off the ball. Maniga with McDermott trailing. Strip. Great job by Starks with the steal. Smith Rivera takes his eyes off the ball. Georgetown unraveling now.
Yeah, a little bit. Uncustomary to see that. We both have seen him play some extraordinary games. A set that Big John used to run at double high on a pinch post.
Maniga. McDermott a three.
Forcing just a little bit now.
Gets his own rebound. Brooks. McDermott slipping to the hole. Left hand. No, but he taps it in.
He never stops working. That was all effort. Off the game, just a tad, but just the presence of mind to just keep chugging, and they'll find them. And that's Creighton basketball. It is frustrating. He can be in, out, off the bounce, tough out.
Smith Rivera. Creighton with their largest lead. Chapman. Artino keeps it alive, saves it. Brooks swoops in, grabs it. Brooks, nice look inside. Artino has it knocked away and will stay here.
Well, that's one of those plays where Brooks has got to bring it out. Don't try for that home run all the time. Just get a little semblance of order. Get everybody in the right spot. Don't charge all the time. You can just see the coaching that's going on now. Greg knows this kid's got it. Just a matter of feeling it at the right time.
All right, let's take a look at some Big East news and notes. St. John's. They've won their last 2 Big East games, defeating Seton Hall and Butler. Nova bounces back against Marquette. And unfortunately, the Hoyas will be without Josh Smith.
And that really changes so much for this team. In the middle of the season, it's really heartbreaking. And hopefully he'll get organized and get his academics in order. But boy, is that tough on this program. A lot of people prepare for him, helps others do some damage and take over. JT3's really got him to play tonight. They are down, but I love the way they went after it. Aggressive, didn't back off, just not as many options.
Hoyas scoreless in the last 4 minutes, 0 for 3, and 3 turnovers in that span. Creighton on a 7-0 run.
Zone look, a lot of flash into the high post. Right out of that trap situation.
Hannigan.
Who's he think he is, Rocky?
Starts the other way.
And down the other end. Artino in the right spot. And the big fella just trying to do the right thing. Running. Ayekba nails him.
Bowen better watch himself. He's close to getting a technical foul. Jeffrey Anderson gave him a break. And I'd like to see that with the officials.
I'm with you.
Talk to him.
Be patient with the kids a little bit. Artino really set his body up and drew the attention.
They say in basketball now, because of all the eyes on the officials, Brooks can't make it. Officials aren't able to manage the game like they used to.
I think sometimes they, baby, I love to see this kid play. What a talented guy. I think sometimes they're restricted in what they can do instead of letting their personalities take over a little bit.
Starks with 12. He'll draw the foul on the reach-in. 7:51 to play in the second half. 58-42. Creighton. All right, time now for our direct TV game summary.
Markel Starks doing a lot on his own. Not the kind of efficiency in the backcourt you're accustomed to. And Doug McDermott, workmanlike. Other guys have stepped up for him. Still, the ability, 41% from 3 and 9 rebounds. You like that? I love the way he just keeps working though.
One of the great venues in college basketball. 4th in attendance nationally. Syracuse, Kentucky, Louisville, the top 3 teams. Attendance tonight, 18,859. The largest home crowd in Creighton men's basketball history. Now Chapman at the line, and earlier tonight he became the 13th Creighton player in history to go over 300 career assists.
They've had great basketball here for a long time. Red McMahon is the old coach, met his wife earlier. I go back to Paul Silas, but this is an incredible venue.
Smith Rivera, top of the key. Yeah, he's not right.
He is not right. He's off his game. He's gutting it out. Look at McDermott get right to the rim.
Hannigan. Rebounded inside by Brooks. They get every loose ball.
They do. And of course, McDermott running to the rim, got a piece. Brooks tracked it down. Put a lot of pressure on your transition.
McDermott up top. And Greg McDermott's shot not falling. He's 4 of 13. 10 points. Credit to Georgetown defense.
And they left a lot in Philly, baby.
Starks draws contact. Time for our New York Life Keep Good Going stats. 3-point shooting. Creighton leads the nation. A tick better than Gonzaga. Tonight they're shooting 37%.
And you mentioned it. I think good defensive presence by Georgetown, challenging some shots. And you can't stay as hot as they did down in the city of brotherly love. No question about it. They still have enough weapons, Creighton.
I should correct myself, Coach. Only 37%. No, that's a pretty good percentage.
Most people would like that.
I know.
And unfortunately, Starks with the screen gets nailed for one.
He'll pick up his 4th. Chapman, so steady.
That he is.
He started every game since the start of last season. Last year, he was the Missouri Valley's most improved player.
Solid defender, runs the show, makes plays, 4 assists a game. You haven't called his name in a while, huh, Rocky? Those fouls.
Stark stripped by Rocky. Smith Rivera. And
there you go.
The fall.
That was more of the stroke you're accustomed to. Fighting through it. It's what you have to do.
I tell you what. Hoyas banged up this year, but they've got some help on the way. Isaac Copeland, 6'8", out of Raleigh, North Carolina, Brewster Academy. LJ Peak, ranked 15th in the nation. 6'5", out of Gaffney, South Carolina. He's small forward. Paul White from Chicago. Whitney Young, 6'8". Trey Campbell, point guard from St. John's High School in D.C.
It doesn't surprise you, right? I mean, a program with a rich tradition like this, and even in this city, I mean, people were excited because Georgetown was coming in, and rightfully so. JT3 just fighting through these games, hoping to get a couple of people healthy. Trowick is a big factor for this team, too. Jabril does a lot of things. Plays small forward, can play guard, give him a nice rotation.
He's also his toughness.
Good point.
Is a key for this Georgetown team. Talking to John Thompson. Said we really miss his toughness on the floor. He's kind of a glue guy, do it all. Here's Brooks.
There's that slice cut to the box they love to run. And they got an offensive foul on the screener. And Chapman. That's a tough play to defend because you got a small guy. As he gets his 4th foul with the back screen, he gets a big, and Doug McDermott gets a small at the box.
Right now, Greg McDermott's guards are giving him gray hairs. Chapman and Brooks. Terrific kids, terrific players.
When you got good guards, you can usually make some deposits and have a safety deposit box, too.
Starks off the dribble. Brooks with a rebound.
This kid does compete, though.
Maniga, so steady to the bucket.
Leave him. Wow. A little hesitation.
Maniga, all 10 of his points coming in the second half. Creighton up 60-45. Hopkins. Will they count it?
I think they're going to say
it will not count. Jahins Maniga.
What do you think of this little hesitation?
Nice.
On my way to Ottawa. They're just tardy defensively, and you got to think a little fatigue because you're not in the right spot. You're not helping, as Georgetown did earlier.
Tell you what, these Canadian kids can ball now. Steve Nash must have opened it up.
Leo Round says it was him.
Nick Stauskas, Tyler Ennis at Syracuse, Stauskas at
The Josephs,
Michigan.
yeah, a lot of great kids. They're going to be a factor in the Olympics as they keep going along.
So Brooks, Iagba call for the foul. Brooks will go to the line. Iagba with 4.
They got a good rotation when he's on top of his game in the backcourt. A lot of kids who can guard. Those two guys can't guard, but they're fun to listen to.
Under 5 to go. 62-45. Georgetown's lost 3 in a row. Creighton's won 11 of 12. Their only loss to Providence in conference play. Starks for 3. Got it.
A nice screen, Iagba. Got him free. Good motion.
15 points for Starks. He's 6 of 14 from the field.
And Georgetown guards have always been dangerous once they give the ball up because they do some nice things. Great movement.
Maniga keeps his dribble alive. Inside.
The left.
Artino.
A little kiss. When there's a will, there's a delivery.
Artino with 12 off the pine. Smith Rivera. Again.
Oh, that helps. A little late, maybe, but boy, enriches the hopes.
Look at that Harlem handle. Nice deal.
That's the job. Look at Greg now. That's the way I want you to play.
Just give me a minute, coach. I gotta figure it out.
Not on my watch. We want you to know when you walk in here.
Starks with 17 now. See, when you're from Harlem and you play at the Rucker, this is how you handle the pill.
Exactly. You
Nice.
get a lot of people's attention, and the big fella just looming in the right spot with the hammer. Brooks, Atlin, pretty. You gonna get yourself one of those pink jerseys? I like to see you walking around New York.
Well, they gave us a couple of shirts, coach. I don't know if you saw it.
Well, I think they ran
Yeah.
out by the time they got to me.
No, they gave us a couple. They're in my bag.
No, that's what I'm thinking. But you mentioned this audience. This is a pretty special place to come in and play, though. Great experience for these kids in this program because you come. You better ready. Bring your A game.
One thing that this Creighton team's looking forward to doing is heading to St. John's on the 9th of February. Doug McDermott, when he went to Big East Media Day, he purposely did not go to the Garden because he wants to experience it for the first time as you take a look at the Big East standings. Who's the surprise team in there?
I tell you, it's got to be Providence, don't you think?
Yes.
I mean, you look at them, what they've been able to do, the guys missing, and, you know, to your point, the Garden is such a special place, but here's a kid that wanted to savor the moment when they walk in there with the first little shoot around in the morning of that St. John's game. Don't sleep on Marquette, by the way. Do not sleep on them.
Marquette preseason #1 in the Big East. Buzz Williams, though, his team having some problems right now.
Finishing games.
Preseason #1 team in the Big East Conference, Marquette. Now Brooks. Not going to take it from him, that's for sure.
Now he's been told, you know, you got to use some clock unless something really easy shows. they got McDermott if they wanted. Quick and pop, and now they got the mismatch.
Dingman 3. Brooks got a hand on it. Ball's on the floor. And the arrow favors the Blue Jays.
Now, interesting, that Dingman, he can shoot it. I'm not arguing with that. But Gibbs would have had it on the box. McDermott was begging, but Artino providing.
2:54 to play. Creighton up big.
I'm Ryan Field in LA. Coming up after the game, Marquette took number 4 Villanova to OT, but could they hang on for the upset? Michigan State, they're battling for the Big Ten lead, plus scores and highlights from the Big East and top 25. Now, though, back to Gus and Raph in Omaha.
All right, thank you very much. 66-53, Creighton pulling away, but Georgetown, especially when you consider their injuries and some of the other situations that have taken place with their team, I thought that they came out and they really gave it a terrific effort.
More than respectful. I mean, they just not enough ammunition, basically. Not enough guys that can deliver the punch at the right time. And Rivera not being quite himself. He didn't have that outstanding backcourt play that we often see. A little rush, though. You never know. 3, a little less than 3.
Here's Brooks.
They're not mistake prone. They don't turn it over much. Yeah. Oh, and right away he's going to get the hook.
Got to get yanked.
Oh. Sparky Anderson. Goodness. 10 a game. That was not a good one. You got to score quickly now. The quick hitters step back.
Smith Rivera.
Good hustle to make up for it, though.
6 rebounds for Brooks.
Brooks got a reprieve there.
Creighton will work the clock.
Here's one of their favorite plays. One goes high, one goes low. Both can shoot it. Rocky Orr.
Nice catch. McDermott powers it up and banks it down.
Pretty good strength there.
Starks. Inside. Hopkins. And foul.
Oh, nice play by Starks with a fine. Boy, good maneuver.
So we will be in the nation's capital on Monday when 4th-ranked Villanova comes into town. Villanova coming off a win over Marquette, but prior to that, they lost to Creighton. So they will go down in the rankings. And then we'll have them also when they take on Michigan State at the Garden.
Tough run, really, when you think of those 3 games in
Tough
a row.
games, yes.
They get on some high and mighty. Markel acquitted himself nicely, I thought. Showed what you would expect. Big ticker.
Hopkins with 14. And a foul in the backcourt.
That's what they're doing. Stretch the game out.
Let's take a look at what's going on with Creighton over the next 5. St. John's here, followed by DePaul here. Then they're at the Garden. Doug McDermott debut at the world's most famous arena, the media capital of the world.
And you were the king there. I still are, but in terms of doing the NBA games as well. Hope the fans come out to see him there. I know
Yes.
the St. John's fans will, but I think the basketball purists would enjoy watching this style of play.
For the Hoyas.
Caprio acting like Mike Reardon. Remember when Red Holzman used to
Yeah.
put him in to give a foul? More than that as he progressed in his career down in Washington.
Starks a 3. Hopkins over the back, and he'll be called for the foul.
I like the effort, though.
And our Land Rover player of the game, we're going to give it to the long-rangey left-hander.
Bring the southpaw in. He can deliver. Talk about his athleticism at the rim. Pretty darn good touch as well.
Now Brooks, who should get an honorable mention. 7 rebounds, 5 assists to go along with his 10 points. That's a terrific stat line for a player that is coming off the bench.
Some combo when you think of the other two. Nice rotation in the backcourt.
Raniga, Chapman. (71-55). Brooks has 11. Stark splits the defense and gets to the basket.
Inside. Almost coming up with it.
Raggi and Brooks miscommunicating.
Well, St. Georgetown.
Starks. Off the glass and good.
How about this kid? No backing off.
He has 21. Chapman fouled, and he will go to the line.
Georgetown foul is on number 3, Mikael Hopkins. That's his 3rd personal foul.
Really interesting to watch kids progress like Starks. You know, didn't get as many minutes the first year or so, and all of a sudden, he's stellar. Junior, senior year, doing everything he can. Stretch this game out. And make the free throws too. 75%.
Chapman with 6. And he's got 7 assists and 7 rebounds as well.
Move that clock best you can.
Raniga looks over at the bench.
Sneaks a peek.
Smith Rivera.
Now this one-day turnaround's tough.
Yes.
Goes back home tomorrow, gets ready for Villanova. Can't really push the kids too much tomorrow because of fatigue factor.
We'll jump on the charter and get home tonight. Late. At Georgetown, they've got to go to class. Usually, but not tomorrow. But if that were Seton Hall when you coached for 11 years and you had a school day the next day, you didn't have to worry about it, right?
Easy. We have some guys out there that'd knock your socks off. Business, law, medicine.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying they had a lenient coach. Starks.
Rebound. Go.
They got a kick.
10th rebound for McDermott. 4th double-double of the year and 34th of his career. How good is Creighton, coach?
You know what? I just think we've really got to be able to score. And that's the big thing, is they are terrific on the offensive end. They pass the ball well. We mentioned they don't turn it over. And they sneak up on you defensively.
Good guards.
Guards contain the bounce. You got to play good, very well to beat them. Ooh, Bowen with a little athletic hop, step, and jump.
Here's an athlete for you.
Yeah, sure. This is great. The Georgetown voice.
Wow. Dangerous.
No ankle, nobody hurt. Very lucky.
Behind the shoot.
Quick and pop.
Chapman.
Talking about guards, huh? What a touch at the rim.
Nice team. Well coached. Smith Rivera. 7.9 to go. The Creighton Bluejays. 13th straight home win, going back to last year. Creighton 17-3 now, 7-1 in conference play as they defeat Georgetown 76-63.
Welcome to Ford Fox College Hoops, sponsored by Ford. Go further. We are getting ready for Supercross tonight in Oakland. Coming up after this here on Fox Sports 1, there is last week's winner, Chad Reed, as he prepares for tonight's big event down in the pits. Reed comes into Saturday's race tied for third in points. Hi there, welcome into Studio A. Ryan Field, Austin Crozier hanging out here. A big day of Big East hoops coming to a close, and we top it off with the third game of our triple header. Georgetown and Creighton. Creighton getting it done, and a Creighton team that was struggling maybe a little bit early in this game, but it didn't take long for them to assert themselves, and we saw the Blue Jays team we've grown accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, we said if Georgetown was going to have a chance in this game, they were going to have to really dictate tempo and style of play. I thought they did that in the first 10 minutes of the game. Really did a good job of protecting the paint. Creighton uncharacteristically was missing a lot of shots from the perimeter. Again, Georgetown with that good interior defense. But you knew it was only going to be a matter of time before they started knocking down the shots. Raggi got hot. And when they make those plays, they really extend the defense. You have to run those guys all the way off of the three-point lines. Then it opens up driving lanes for your guards to get to the rim, and that's exactly what we saw for the remaining 30 minutes of this game. I don't think that Coach McDermott gets enough credit for the positions that he puts his players in. He's very aware of the strengths of his team, and he utilizes them perfectly. I thought Georgetown, you know, with the losses that they have had at players in offense, that you had to be nearly perfect in the backcourt. Right. Markel Starks, Devontae Smith-Rivera, neither one of them really had one of those lights-out games. Big reason why they lost.
Creighton now 7-1 in the Big East. For more, we head back to Creighton, where Bill Raftery is standing by.
Thanks, Ryan. We're here with the McDermotts. We'll get to you in a moment. Talk to the dad for a second. Tougher than you thought, or as expected, the way Georgetown came after you?
Well, I knew Georgetown was going to be great defensively, and they really took us out of our rhythm early, and thought our guys maybe settled for a couple shots early in the game without a lot of ball movement. And then late in the first half, we settled in. We scored on 13 to 14 possessions to end the half. And that's really where we created some separation.
Now, you've been bragging about Will Artino, and he is really coming along. What are some of the things you like about his game?
Well, I thought energy, for one. You know, we still haven't got Doug totally healthy, and we need to get him there. But I thought Will really dove to the basket hard. I thought defensively he made a difference. He was good on the backboards. We got to a few double teams that I thought disrupted what they were trying to do in the post.
Congratulations. Great day with the pink out. Everybody showed up. Biggest crowd ever.
We even got you in pink. I like it, Ref.
I think I have to give it back. Thanks a lot, Craig. You know, watching you play, this is not one of your better games, but what I enjoy the most is you enjoy the other guys doing well, and it seems that this is a real team set.
Yeah, it really is. You know, we're all about winning. Who cares who scores the points, you know? All we want to see is that winning score on the board, on the scoreboard. So it's all that matters to us. You know, flip the page. A win's a win in this conference. We'll take anyone we can get.
And the whole town was excited about playing Georgetown. How about yourself? I mean, great tradition.
It's a great tradition. You know, it's a dream playing against a school like that. So much tradition, so much history, so many great players, and we're really fortunate to walk away with the win.
Was it tough to come down after Monday night? I mean, unbelievable, that performance. Everybody's still talking about it.
Yeah, it was crazy. You know, we were a little cold there to start, but, you know, we're going to keep shooting. And it was just an unbelievable performance by all of us on Monday. This was another great win, and now we got St. John's coming to town. So just got to keep grinding.
The Gus magic still prevails.
Yeah, exactly.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Ryan, back to you.
All right, Raph, thanks. Creighton in first place in the Big East. They're now 17